US Army tanks and military vehicles arrived at the Dutch port of Leusingen, including a significant number of Abrams tanks and Bradley armored vehicles. All this equipment will be delivered to Poland and Lithuania to strengthen the eastern flank of NATO.
Here in this at this location in Vlissingen, there's about 1,250 pieces of military equipment coming into this port. We've got a couple other ports that we're using across Europe as well. I think anytime the U.S. does an operation, we have several messages. One of that is partnership for our NATO partners here and deterrence for our adversaries across the world.
The United Kingdom will send to Ukraine a squadron of Challenger 2 tanks. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said this during a telephone conversation with the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. According to The Guardian, we are talking about a small batch, about 10 units. According to experts, this, of course, will not be able to radically influence the situation at the front, but this will be the first time the West has sent heavy armored vehicles to Ukraine.
Today, the Allied countries are already deciding how many of which tanks will provide us, I mean heavy ones. For example, the British are ready to provide the Challenger, and I think that logistically it will be solved. 1.5 to 2 months, and we will have the heavy equipment we need. Mikhailo Podolyak, advisor to the head of the Office of the President of Ukraine, on the air of the national telephone.
The Guardian writes that the British government's decision to transfer tanks will help Germany allow the re-export of its Leopard 2 tanks. Poland has already announced its intention to transfer Leopards to Ukraine.
Recently, we really decided to transfer such support tanks to Ukraine from Poland. A company of Leopard tanks will be provided within the framework of the coalition. You know that it is necessary to obtain certain official agreements and consents, but first we need to create an international coalition. Andrzej Duda, president of Poland, at the summit of leaders of the Lublin Triangle.
In Europe, there are more than 2,000 Leopard 2 tanks in total. According to Western media, 3 more countries are ready to provide Ukraine with German Leopards, but they will announce this only after the public support of Germany itself.
Leopard 2 is the main battle tank, which can be safely called not just an icon of tank building, but also called the top European tank, because it is in service with most European countries. This is the standard regarding the fire capabilities which we now have. Each upgrade added new features in terms of armor or updating the fire control system or increasing the length of the gun.
At the beginning of the year, Germany already announced the supply of Marder infantry vehicles to Ukraine. France promised wheeled armored AMX-10 vehicles, and the United States will provide Ukraine with 50 Bradley infantry fighting vehicles. Reported by Roman Smoler, Christina Dombrovska, UATV News.